has actually found one of the main roads described by Strabo. That puts the whole description of classical Alexandria in a frame of reference where we can now say we are sitting in the royal quarters.
Every archaeologist's dream of discovering the tomb of Alexander the Great, the ultimate prize in the world of ancient history. This quest, filled with tales of divine whispers and cutting-edge technology, leads us to the long-lost resting place of one of history's greatest conquerors and how a researcher finally found his tomb. Before his untimely death in 323 BC, Alexander made a unique request. He asked to be recognized as the son of Zeus Ammon and didn't want to be buried alongside his father, Philip II. After his sudden death in Babylon, his body was mummified, much like the pharaohs, and placed in a golden coffin intended for burial in Siwa. But this wish went unfulfilled. In late 322 or early 321 BC, as the funeral procession carried Alexander's body through Syria, one of his generals, Ptolemy I Soter, seized the opportunity. Ptolemy intercepted the procession, diverting it to Egypt, where he laid the body to rest in Memphis, the administrative heart of Alexander's rule in Egypt. Meanwhile, Alexander's other generals, Perdiccas and Leonatus, held on to his personal items, including his armor, diadem, and royal scepter. In the late 4th or early 3rd century BC, Ptolemy II Philadelphus arranged for Alexander's body to be moved from Memphis to Alexandria for a second burial. His successor, Ptolemy III Euergetes, later placed the remains in Alexandria's communal mausoleum. The Greek geographer Strabo tells us that this mausoleum was called the Soma, meaning body in Greek. By 274 BC, Alexander's tomb had become a revered site in Alexandria, serving as the focal point of a Hellenistic cult dedicated to the legacy of Alexander the Great. Now, a recent discovery has reignited the belief that Alexander the Great is indeed buried in Alexandria. On the final day of their excavation, archaeologists unearthed a significant artifact, a Hellenistic statue that bears a striking resemblance to Alexander himself. This find was a powerful motivator for the persistent team, giving them hope that they were on the right path. Dr. Papacosta, one of the leading researchers, expressed her excitement, saying, "The statue revealed itself to me, offering his hand. I prayed to God to see the way the hand turned, to know if it carries a spear, to prove that it belongs to Alexander the Great." The statue, crafted in the style of Lysippos, features a head tilted downward, a pose that echoes ancient descriptions of Alexander. According to historical sources like Plutarch, Alexander had a peculiar way of addressing Zeus, saying, "I belong to the earth, you take care of Olympus," while gazing downward. The discovery of this statue, made with the same technique and posture, further supports the idea that Alexander is buried nearby. Dr. Papacosta called this find a remarkable stroke of luck, emphasizing its significance as a sought-after relic that many archaeologists have longed to uncover. The Greek marble statue, now displayed at the National Museum of Alexandria, is widely recognized as a portrayal of Alexander the Great himself. 2 years later, a groundbreaking discovery brought new hope to the search for Alexander the Great's tomb. The world was stunned when archaeologists uncovered the ancient royal quarters of Alexandria, right where the ancient city's intersections aligned with earlier expectations. This revelation fueled the belief that Alexander's tomb could be close by. The efforts of Dr. Papacosta, the lead archaeologist, have been supported by private institutions and sponsors, including notable contributions from the Greek company Clio SA, the Egyptian Reliance Group of companies, and the MB Kyriakou Foundation. Additionally, the National Geographic Society has provided crucial support, offering advanced technology like electrical resistivity tomography, ERT, to help pinpoint potential locations that might lead to the long-sought tomb. The excavation of the Castor tomb began in 2012 under the direction of Greek archaeologist Katerina Peristeri. The tomb is encircled by a massive wall, 1 to 600 feet in circumference, and consists of 4 chambers accessed through a grand entrance guarded by 2 sphinxes. Inside, archaeologists discovered 2 exquisite caryatids, sculpted female figures designed to ward off intruders. The tomb also boasts a stunning mosaic floor depicting the abduction of Persephone by Hades, the god of the underworld, and a marble door leading to the innermost chamber. The tomb's intricate symbols and motifs, including rosettes, suns, stars, shields, and Macedonian crests, are all strongly associated with Alexander the Great and his dynasty. The innermost chamber of this tomb holds the most intriguing discoveries. Inside, archaeologists uncovered the skeletal remains of 5 individuals: a woman over 60, 2 men aged between 35 and 45, a newborn infant, and a 5th person whose bones had been cremated. Scattered around them were fragments of a wooden coffin, along with glass and gold ornaments, pottery vessels, coins, weapons, and armor. The true identities of these individuals remain a mystery, sparking intense debate among experts. The tomb's walls are adorned with a variety of paintings, sculptures, and symbols that are closely linked to Alexander and his legacy. Notably, there is a depiction of a lion hunt, a favorite activity of both Alexander and his father, Philip II. The walls also feature rosettes, stars, and suns, symbols of royalty and divinity. Shields and helmets, symbols of military strength, are present as well, along with Macedonian crests representing the dynasty's identity. Many believe that the man buried in this tomb, known as Tomb 2, is none other than Philip II, Alexander's father. Philip II was instrumental in uniting Macedonia and laying the foundation for his son's legendary conquests. The location and orientation of Tomb III align with ancient descriptions of Alexander's tomb in Alexandria. The painting of Persephone, with its rich symbolism, is tied to Alexander's journey to Egypt and his fateful visit to the Siwa oasis, where he was proclaimed son of Zeus Ammon. This title, along with the themes of the painting, underscores the belief that Alexander was deified after his death, joining his divine father Zeus in Olympus. The shrine or altar may have been created by Alexander's successors or admirers, a lasting tribute to honor his memory and seek his favor. In his final moments, Alexander reportedly summoned his generals and closest friends. With great effort, he whispered his last wishes, urging them to meet me in the afterlife as good and valiant men. The grief that followed was immense, as they knew the world was about to lose a leader unmatched in history. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into history, be sure to click the link on your screen to explore more of our videos. See you there.